Has anything ever happened in your life that has really frustrated you? Did you tell anyone about it? Did you go to God about it? Did you go to God first about it? In my life, God has been teaching me that I really need to go to Him, to vent to Him, to process situations in my life that are infuriating and I just don't understand them, that I actually need to spend time kind of in relationship with God and being angry with God, being frustrated with God, being confused with God before I actually turn to someone else. Because when I'm angry, when I'm frustrated, when I'm confused, when I'm feeling hurt and alone, and I go to someone else, which is good, we need community, but when I turn to someone else first, I find that I often become very judgmental of the other people involved in the situation. I become very critical. I end up saying bad things about those people in the situations, and it could lead to detraction or even gossip of, oh, I heard this thing or that thing, or oh, I wonder if that is true. But when I go to God first, I actually have an initial processing already. So any anger that I have, God can handle it, and then He's able to give me light in the situation. So that if then I do turn to someone else for a little bit of community to be like, hey, am I off base here? Am I insane? Like, what's going on in this situation? Then someone else can affirm me without me falling into detraction, gossip, or being overly critical and judgmental. We want to love our neighbor, but because we're all broken, our rough edges really rub each other sometimes, right? We can't avoid it. We all bother each other. But I want to challenge you. Instead of calling up your friend to be like, oh my gosh, did you hear what she said? Like, oh my goodness, like, how did she even do that? I want you to pause and take a breath and say whatever you would say to that friend to God.